Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. And welcome to our review of Days Gone. Now, since I don't have the actual game with me, I rented it. I'm using this book for its placeholder. Which, while it is kind of right, and the subject matter probably could be helpful for dealing with some of the material, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so the game I am reviewing is called Days Gone. It came out recently, and here's my take on it. So let's get right into the review. Series. As far as I can tell, this is the only game that has... This is the only game. There's no prequel, no sequel, no in-between-quel. So yeah. Team. The team behind this is Sony Entertainment, SIE, and it's from Bend Studio. I did not know who Bend Studio was, so I looked them up. They made a... they're mostly known for doing the Siphon Filter series. Yeah, it's a... Yeah, so I didn't know about this team up until now. They also did some work on Resistance and Uncharted. Plot. So the plot of the game is that you play as Deacon St. John, a guy who is part of a motorcycle gang that has now been severely dwindled. The game opens with seeing how some weird outbreak has occurred, and after the main opening cutscene, you then get to play the game as Deacon St. John. The game is set 2 years after the outbreak incident, and it is set in Oregon. And as far as I can tell, the words Gravity Falls have not been mentioned or used in any way, shape, or form in this game. Gameplay controls. The controls are divided between being on the bike and off the bike. Yes, as a motorcyclist, you drive around on your motorcycle. It helps you navigate the landscape of Oregon. And when you're not doing that, you're either hiding in bushes to stealthily take out enemies. It's a third-person shooter game and third-person driving. So yeah, it's pretty good. And it also, so you have stealth and there's crafting elements, and you always have to make sure your bike is either in good shape or has enough fuel in it, because, well, if not, then you're in trouble. Graphics. Graphically speaking, the game looks really good. It goes for an emphasis on realism, having everything look realistic, and since it is a post-apocalyptic game featuring an outbreak of sorts 2 years later, everything has the dark, rusted metal feel and look to it, and the environment also plays a factor. It rains a bit, and that also helps with visibility with you and the enemies. Audio. The audio sounds pretty good. The motorcycle turning over, that sounds pretty good. All the weapons, it sounds like thwack or bang you have between melee and projectile weapons. And since, of course, you're dealing with having to fight, you have like regular enemies that talk like normal, and then you have the enemies known as the Freakers, which are going back to this. So music, it doesn't really get in the way. It only it's there for when you're driving to convey some parts of the story and to let you know when to be intense when there are Freakers and other enemies around. Multiplayer. As far as this game goes, it is currently a solo player, not multiplayer, so no. DLC. Okay, this is the weird thing. There is, at time of this posting, there is no DLC. Okay, so like, there's the obligatory first day patch, there's the patches, but yeah, there's no credit cache, there's no weapons cache, there's no outfits or color changes or other customized things. No, the game has no DLC. I have mixed feelings about that. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, if people wanted that stuff, then sorry folks, you're out. But on the other hand, it's pretty cool to see a game in this a modern time game that's actually complete. Doesn't have anything else to be added in, any extras. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I think that's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I'm a little bit on the fence with that. So it's surprised me. Issues. Technically speaking, the game plays well. There's no real glitches, nothing that breaks the game, but there's 5 issues I myself have with the game. Alright, first and foremost, to repair your bike, if your bike suffers damage, you have to use scrap. Now, once my bike was at 100%. It was good, didn't need repairing, and yet when I was able to engage the repair function and it cost me a scrap. So, wait, my bike is good and it cost me scrap? That's a jerk move. Second issue. During one of the scenes, The music was playing, the environmental sounds were going on, the two characters I was listening into were talking to each other, and then my main character, who I was playing as, decided at that moment to talk over the characters. So there were some times where the audio is fighting against each other, so it's like, I'm trying to hear this. Fortunately, I could go back and watch and listen to that particular conversation again, but it's like, I'm trying to listen to this now. It's like kind of a bad move. The third issue I encountered is that there's 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. I play medium, so this way I get a good balance between story and gameplay. One of the tasks is you have to fight the Freakers. They come in like these huge hordes if you're not careful. I was going up against a horde and I died multiple times in one run. And so then right before I started off anew, reloading from my last quick save, the game said, you can change the difficulty at any time from the main menu. I'm like, okay, now I'm insulted. I'm not, seriously, I appreciate having the option to do that, but the fact that you paused the game to remind me of that, even though I'm trying to find a workaround for this one part, that's insulting. I take issue with that. Alright, the fourth issue I have is with the weapons. Someone a while back, Zero Punctuation Yahtzee, pointed out how the enemy always seems to have like unlimited ammo and is able to hit you at 500 yards out with any gun. Yet when you go and pick up a gun from an enemy that you've knocked out, the gun only has like maybe 5 rounds left in it. So you're like, oh great, so this gun, yeah, thanks for the gun with the almost no ammo left in it, that sucks. And the fifth issue, which I will cover near the end, the freaks, they're not zombies. The freakers are not zombies. Here's what you have animals that are trying to kill you. You have humans who are not infected or who are trying to kill you, and then you have the freakers who are, I thought this was a zombie game, but no, it is not. And I'll point out why they are not zombies at the end of this video. So that's the fifth issue. Like I said, nothing technical wise, but some issues in the game itself and the whole insulting me on my playing. Buy, rent, or pass. As I said, I rented this game, which is why I don't have the artwork for the box, so I don't know. I mean, while I did find it enjoyable in some spots, and when I got to play through, I'd say this game would qualify as a rent for now. If the price goes down, I'd say buy later, but for right now, I'd say this is a definite rent. Overall score. Overall, we here at Aperture Gaming give Days Gone an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good game, it just needs a little spit and polish in some spots. Alright, and now here are the 5 reasons why it is not a zombie game. Alright, so while playing the game, like this is actually seeing stuff in game, which helped me figure out why I'm not dealing with zombies. One of the very early first missions, you encounter zombie children. They are timid and will run away if approached or yelled at, but if you enter their territory, they will attack you. If they were zombies, they would attack you straight on sight, so that's 1. 2, during one of the in-game cutscenes, not a pre-rendered one, you see a creature, a freaker, drinking water, cupping his hand and drinking water from a nearby stream. Zombies clearly don't do that, they just roam around. They roam around looking to eat the blood and the flesh of the people, so yeah, that's 2 reasons why they're not zombies. 3, the freakers are light sensitive. If they're weak when it's daylight, and if you shine a light on them from like your motorcycle, it weakens them. Yeah, so zombies, day, night, it doesn't matter to them. So they're trying to guess, zombie vampires of sorts? Yeah, so reason 3. So, reason 4, in regards to reason 3. The freakers build nests to shield them from the daylight. Zombies don't build nests, they just roam around in packs and try to eat everything. So, and the 5th reason, going back to reason 4 and 3, they use the nests to sleep and or hibernate. Zombies don't sleep and or hibernate. So yeah, these are clearly not zombies. It's people infected by some weird plague or virus or outbreak. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so while this game could fall under a post-apocalyptic game, it cannot fall under the post-apocalyptic zombie game. Sorry to nitpick that. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. So like I said, 8.5 out of 10 for Days Gone. Give it a rent, give it a try. If you like it, good for you. If you don't, well, like I said, you rented it, so that's a good thing. Until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming saying thank you for watching, and as always, game on.